going on YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina, where our lawn looks pretty crappy because it's hot, it's summer. We've got fungus still going on at the filming of this. That video posted this past week on Friday. You guys saw how ugly it is. We're continuing to just be patient, to wait. A lot of you commented saying you're seeing fungus in your fescue lawn as well. So it seems to be going around to a lot of different areas, especially here in North Carolina and other parts of the nation here. So, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you the time for clicking on this video today. We're going to be brief. I try to shorten up my videos. Back in the day, the reason why I always say that, back in the day, I used to run 16, 17, 18 minutes. Comment below if you like those long videos, but it feels like I just repeat myself all the time. So I've tried to get better over time of keeping them shorter and shorter. So that's why I always say that, in case you were wondering. But we're going to be in the front lawn today. I want to show you, I saw this, I just got home from work, and we've not had a lot of rain. Just to set up the video here, we've not had tons of rain. We had like this smoky stuff from Canada come down. It was cloudy, it's been misty. We haven't been in the 80s consistently until really recently. We've been in the mid to high 70s, where we've been in the low 80s maybe this week. And so they said it was going to be dry and hot. We've not had any measurable rain in a while. So the grass is beginning to show that, and you're going to see it here in a second because I just turned on the sprinklers. So I just wanted to set you up for that. We're hot, we've got fungus, and we're dry. So we're needing to water, but I want to show you something that deep roots matter. I'm seeing a lot of this, what I'm about to show you, on Reddit. And so this may answer a lot of your questions for what you may be seeing in your lawn. So let's take a look. So over here on the side, the fungus kind of looks better today. I don't know if it's because of the positioning of the sun or what, but you can see, I'm going to zoom in with my phone here. You can see back here in the same spots that always go a little dormant first and a little dry when it's not raining is that very back part in front of the tree there. And then a little bit in front of that, it's starting to grow, has slowed way down. All the grass around it has continued to grow. There, it's stopped, it's slowed down. That's a sign it's stressed out, it's hot. We've not had tons of 90s or anything like that. But it's showing that it's thirsty. It needs water. We've not had tons of rain lately. We've had tons of rain, in May and all throughout May, and it's been cooler. But now we're seeing what we normally see in May and in June. We're seeing the dry spots. We have been using Foreplay here on the channel, but let me stress, you're like, Mr. Ferguson, you've been using Foreplay. That product is crap. It don't work. Foreplay is to help us. It is an assistant. It is like, wearing gloves when you use a hammer. A hammer's great if you're going to nail things in, but it could tear your hands up. You get calluses if you're doing it all day, every day. You would wear something like what? A glove to help you. Or when you're shoveling or raking, you can get blisters on your finger if you don't do it all the time. So a glove would be appropriate. Well, I look at Foreplay like a glove. It is not a direct replacement for a rake or for a hammer. Foreplay assists us in reducing our watering. We could have seen these spots come up last week, but because of Foreplay, we're seeing this week, after an extra week of dry weather and hot temperatures, now we're seeing it instead of last week. That's the way I view it. It's about time to reapply our Foreplay at 3 ounces per thousand now that we did our base rate. So I'll be doing that soon. But you can just see, getting out of the truck from work, we've got dry spots now. So it tells me I need to get on top of my watering. So now I want to show you the main part of this video in the front lawn. So as I mentioned in the intro, before I get there, this side, remember, we did an experiment here. I did all the lawn with Foreplay, but we did not do this section right here by my mailbox for a purpose. I wanted to show you, will it look the same if we don't do it here, or will it look worse or better? Well, compared to the backyard, it looks different to me. So look at this area. I hope it shows up on camera, because this is the area we stopped like right here from the ditch on. I did no Foreplay, no hydrotane, and it is noticeably discolored, brown, shriveled, and thirsty. I mean, it's noticeable. It's highly noticeable. So I really want you to look at this. Everywhere, the back part, I want you to see this. The color is better. There's a little bit of brown. It's healthier. It's greener. All of this, going back past my truck, we did with Foreplay. And you can kind of see, I hope it's showing up on camera, because this is, to me, it proves itself. It literally starts right here where I quit doing foreplay up here with the orthodolin sprayer. You can see the color difference of how it's holding on to its color and more moisture in this. We put the natural adjuvant. We talked about its water retention capabilities. We put that everywhere, but we only did foreplay and hydrotane in everywhere but right here by the mailbox. So I just want you to see that versus the non-foreplay area. Look at that. It's like gray, shriveled up. It's noticeably different. Now, some people may say, well, that's because it's by the pavement and it's hotter on the pavement and the asphalt. True, but if that's the case, then why isn't doing it right here? You know, well, there's a tree there. It's like you got so many. To me, this speaks of this little test that I did. And if you guys want to go back, watch where we applied foreplay. I say I'm purposely not going to put it by the mailbox so we can look at it and see, does foreplay make a difference? I think now if we just come by the road, I think it 100% speaks for itself. This is a grayer, more discolored area, and the areas just behind it where we did the 9 ounces of foreplay look 100% better, in my opinion. And lastly, moving over here to the front yard, just look at that, guys. Big old fat dry spots, right? I mean, I waited. I seen this developing like Wednesday. Again, we had inventory this past week. So I noticed this and I let it keep going before I water. I was like, oh, we might get rain. I'm just gonna let this go and let it go. And I let it go for a while because now I'm less nervous because of that year we went to the beach and I came back and hit it with a pound last year, pounded it with water, it came right back. So I know I can bring it back. But here's the main part I want to tell you why deep roots matter. I've seen a lot of this on Reddit, and some of you might be seeing this in your lawn. Don't freak out. But remember our little experiment by the road, man. But you already know what I'm going to say, right? Look at that. This is the area. This green grass right here is what I dug out last summer and said, I'm curious what's down here. And I dug out all that rocky soil, threw it in the woods, and replaced it with non-rock dirt and lawn soil, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Everything else around that area, look at it. It's shriveled up, it's brown, it's thirsty. It's because of the soil. It's because of what is on this bank. The rock, I know I don't even have to look. I know that if I was to do this everywhere else on this bank, I would not have to water as soon as I do. It would have deeper roots. It would be better off. Look at the rest of the lawn. Why? Well, Mr. Ferguson, why does the rest of the lawn look so good? Because it's got better dirt, better roots, and the roots are getting deeper over here on this bank. There is something about this bank where we know by the road we have rocky dirt, and it's likely the same all through here. So it's not your grass type. It's not your grass brand. It's not, it could, a factor could be hydrotane. A factor could be your potassium levels, your CK levels, are you using that stuff? Could that make a difference? Sure. But I know 100% off this test we did last year, this area looks absolutely healthy, normal. It is not phased by the weather, by the lack of rain. You see how green it is. Just look at that. Look, it's perfectly healthy. I see a little bit of fungus in there, but it's like the fungus is in there a little bit, but it ain't affecting it. But everywhere around it is it's like they're all suffering and dying. So there's a lot of analogies spiritually I could use, but I'm not going to go there. But we got the sprinkler out. We talked about those a few videos back. Go check out that watering video if you're curious about this Orbit sprinkler I got back here. So I've hit this section already with about 20 minutes. You want to do an inch of water a week. While we're on it, we'll just tell you, you want to do an inch of water in your lawn a week. If you're not getting an inch, the lawn isn't getting the water that it needs. You can do half an inch one day, half an inch another day. So I just wanted to bring that quick video to you. I think these are 2 tests we started last year and have been continued this year. And as I water this lawn and you see it from a different angle, Mr. Ferguson, you got fungus. Should you be watering? Well, I don't know the answer to that. I am. We'll see if it makes it worse. I'm doing it after work around 3:30ish, 4 o'clock. So I'm giving it time to hopefully soak in before, I don't want to leave wet water. I don't want to leave moisture on the blades overnight. Talking to Grass Factory, they agreed that is the worst time. Between, 5:30 in the morning and really about 2:30 or 3 in the day is the best times to water. We don't want to water after that because we don't want to have leftover moisture and cause more fungus. But this is the only time I'm able to water. It's looking really bad. and I want to go ahead and get water for this bank mainly. I probably won't do the rest of the lawn because I want to mow tomorrow as well. I don't want to be on it more than I need to, but it is long in most areas. We're bumping up the mower back to 4 inches and going to mow it, get off of it. But before that, like I told you guys last video, I'm going to change my blade and make sure that I don't have a fungus filled blade to spread it even more. So we're in the thick of it once again this summer, boys and girls. So I wanted to bring that to you. Looks like the foreplay is absolutely working. Again, as I said last video, if you're interested, check out the links if you want to buy it from me, and or not, excuse me, not from me, but from this channel, from the link to help support the channel. By all means, if you're going to get it anyways. If not, go find it cheaper somewhere else. By all means, go and do that. But it seems to be working for my lawn, and here soon I'm going to be doing, we may make a video out of it, may not. We're going to do our 3 ounces per 1,000 to reapply it because it seems to be helping. It is expensive, but as you saw with our little example by the mailbox, it is making a difference. And digging up your, if you've got areas, if you want to say this is the year I'm tired of this certain area, you know, always stressing out. If you've got the money and the time and the ability to dig it up, replace that dirt, get all that rock dirt, that junk, you may have a big boulder under there, I don't know, but I know that's the case for me on the bank. It may not be the case for absolutely everybody, but that little test I did, man, if I had the money and the ability to do that for all this bank, I wouldn't have to worry about stressing out like it is. It would make it a lot longer, but is it worth the time? Is it worth the money? Is it worth the effort? So I want to throw this in, guys, because I'm filming this after I'm done with the video already, but after 20 minutes, you guys saw it as I filmed it during the recording of that video. After 20 minutes per section here on the bank, I want to show it to you now. I don't know if you can tell, but after 20 minutes of watering, it is already recovered. It just goes to show that is what the problem is. It's almost like the way God designed it is it lets you know, hey, I like that, keep doing that. This spot still is sticking out. It's going to take more water. You can't fix all your lawn stress problems with one watering, but it is so much improved already after an hour of just watering. Let it soak in. It could go for some more, but it's late in the evening, as I said before, so just wanted to show it to you. I don't know if you want to click back to the first part of the video and see what it looked like when I was standing here with the sprinkler running, but it is already, after giving it 20-25 minutes of water, which is, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch or so, maybe more than that, it already has improved this bank. So it just goes to show you, this is the time of year. If you're seeing lawn stress, if you're new to this, don't freak out. It's just the way God has designed fescue to tell you it's thirsty. So wanted to let you know. Leave your comments below. We're in the thick of summer. God bless you guys as always. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know your comments, and we'll see you on Wednesday with yet another lawn care video from this fungus filled Mr. Ferguson fescue lawn. That's a lot of F's. See you later.